Hallelujah. Good morning, church.
Good morning.
It's a privilege to stand here before you today. I just wanted to quote one Bible verse before we start. It's from Isaiah 43:18 and 19. It says, "Seek and it will be given unto you." Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and it will be open unto you. See, there is a movement first before there is a result. So I just wanted to encourage every one of you that, today we've been given the privilege to speak and give some insight of the of what we have experienced in terms of job seeking. Hallelujah. Amen. Yes. Okay. So our title is, we're just taking some of your time, so 15 minutes. Job hunting and development as strategy. Next. Okay, summary. Though, the ultimate goal for every one of us when we arrived in UAE is to look for a job. Amen? So it's always the same. But the way we, people, approach, it can be varied and there can be many questions remain as far as the strategy is concerned. Because, like, for example, when we arrived here, my thought is, Japs brought me here because she wants me to join her in sending money to the Philippines. That's the goal. Actually, yeah, true. So I came here, and then my first thought is, okay, what are my experiences in the Philippines that I can be able to look in Dubai? So every one of us, we have the experiences that we have really varies. So, for example, are you going to use the internet to search for a currently available job posting? Because way back then, we are just using newspaper. No internet at that time. Newspaper, and then we go to one building, like a mall, and then we do the internet, because there's no internet at home at that time. And then, or will you call upon people who know in the field? So for me, Japs announced to the people that I am coming, and if you have any job, please let her know. So the same thing that we do. So next slide, please. Okay, the most difficult part of finding employment is figuring out what you actually want to do. So first, before you come to Dubai, you already thought, right? You already planned ahead what you are going to do. So planning, it is actually very vital for you to be able to, when you're still in your country, you're already thinking what do you really want to do? Do you want to be a waiter? Do you want to be a doctor, a teacher, an engineer, a pilot, whatsoever? So, are you prepared to take on the day-to-day duties that such position entails? Okay, if you went to college and if you're a teacher, there are so many teachers available, job posting here. If you're the doctor, nurses, etc., etc. And then the second is, are you prepared to live the lifestyle that this job demands? Because, some of us, we are actually considering when is the off, what timing is what timing of the job is, where is it located, is it near from my place, far from my place, so those kind of things. Next. So these are the several job seeking techniques that you may employ. First, answering a wanted help advertisement. This is only from the newspaper. Even online, you go to certain website, news website, or they will say wanted help, wanted. So you can see that also. So employing the help of a recruiter or employment service firm. So I'll tackle about that in the next slide. Calling on personal contact, what I have said earlier, if you have network, you can be able to do that. I remember, I studied in Blue Ocean where Pastor April went. We went also to Blue Ocean to get professional customer service and logistics certification. So I have one classmate, I told her, we are in the same field, customer service and logistics. She's also the same work, but her salary is quite small. So I told her, don't worry, if I have heard something, then I will tell you the same. So lo and behold, Sister Japs had some openings, and she got really almost triple of her salary from her previous one. So those connections is really, really also important. So you will be able to, but make sure that the qualification that you have will be the same. If the person is a doctor, you can't be a doctor if you're not a doctor. So it's quite, those are facts. So sending unsolicited resume directly to employers. I have one particular job wherein I resigned, and then my boss was looking for another one. He is just walking in the building, and then there's this one Filipina lady who's handing over her CVs, and she got the job, my job. She got it while sending her CV to all this buildings. So those are the kind of unsolicited resumes that you can be able to directly go to the employers, because it's not unless there is a barrier in that building, you can, security, you can be able to go. But if the building is open, you just go inside and then give your CV. It's actually okay to do that, because there are people. These are personal hands-on experience that I'm saying. Okay, next. Okay, see, these are the recruitment and employment services firm. Everybody knows LinkedIn?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, there is also one circumstance wherein Sister Japs, most of the time, she's getting a lot of offers from LinkedIn. Did you get a job from LinkedIn? She got a job from LinkedIn. So, Monster Golf, Nokri Golf, Michael Page. This Michael Page, when you go there, she got a job from Michael Page. And it's really, really high-paying job. HireRight is also a very good hiring site. Searchy, Emirates Airlines. Who knows Emirates Airlines? Al Majid Al Putain. And if you wanted to, check also Noon and Amazon's. So the next slide. Okay, this one I have checked myself. I know that this is legit. It's actually, if you don't want, some of us, like myself, I have a lot of quiet time on my hands, because I'm not as busy as everyone in the house. So, yes, true. So, because of that, I am looking for these job sites where I can be able to use some of my time, in order for me to have some extra income. So this site's ModScad is a social media moderator. These are customer service frontlines delivering the best customer community experience for the greatest brand in the world. You will be able to see, that they are looking for customer support, moderator content if you are into social media, manage communities, and they do everything in social media. I also highlighted where you can be able to check their website. Clickwork. These are the couple of things that they are doing. They are text creator, create informative text, products, and description or articles about a given topic. These are all online, work from home job site. Categorization, categorize the data of a website. If there are IT here, I think you will be able to relate in what I'm trying to say. Copy editing. These are actually good paying jobs as well. Copy editors, proofreading, research, and surveys. Okay, this also Byron is a virtual assistant. There's a website there. They do administrative, data entry, research, translation, bookkeeping if you're accounting, marketing, sales support, travel, customer support, phone call, transcriptions, and writing. If you're very good in, in typing and proofreading, also is so good. This Upwork is for IT development, design and creative, sales and marketing, writing, translations, admin and customer support, finance and accounting, HR and training, legal, engineering, and architecture. Okay. All right. So for my part, actually, I'm not gonna go through that, but just for a personal experience that I had in the UAE, I've been here for about 17 years already. So it's quite a lot of experience for me at some point as well. But I just wanted to encourage each and every one of you that knowledge is power. All right, knowledge is power. The Bible said that people are destroyed because of lack of knowledge. This is number one, that you have to make sure that you are well equipped before you come to regardless of the nation that you would want to be. And, I mean, if you wanted to go somewhere abroad, you just don't go buy a ticket and then go there and then nothing is going to happen. You have to make sure that you research very, very well. Every internet now is very available in every, here in this world, so there is no reason for us not to research. Research is very, very important, and just to make sure that you have plan ahead. What are you going to do? Who are you going to? The second one is also the support. You just don't go to a particular place without a support. I came here, I have some friends who can support me. In terms of what is UAE, what I can do in the UAE, what job I can get in the UAE, and financial support. And then it's like also networking. As soon as I'm settled, I took my sister. As soon as she's settled, we took our brothers and another sister, we took our cousins and all these things. It's very important that you have support. Now, if you are here right now, and this didn't happen, then again, search and to be able to lay down your life in a way where you can definitely find jobs like all this that she have mentioned. But in addition for that, for all those who are employed already and you're having troubles with your employer, just FYI, there is a government entity that really can help you. That is the Ministry of Labor. If the moment you go to the Ministry of Labor, they will come, they will listen, and they will help you. We have a friend, we have our sister here. She's not here right now. It's brother's Echo's wife. She had a trouble with her company. They took her to court. But the Ministry of Labor really are very helpful, and she won. So these are the things. You have to make sure that also once you are employed, you look for your offer letter, make sure the legality of this, the contract, what you can and what you cannot do. And then, of course, you make sure that you are qualified. I remember Pastor Sam always told us you can never be able to find anything in this life if you are not qualified. So you make sure that you are all qualified, whatever the capacity you have, whatever the diploma that you have. Just FYI, I am not a graduate. I don't have a degree. But I was able to make through and pull through because I have the passion to read as well. I have the passion to acquire knowledge as well. So it doesn't matter, I don't have that certification, but as soon as I got into the things that I do in supply chain and logistics, I got myself qualified. I got myself certified. So Google is very, very helpful. I am telling you guys, Mr. Google is the one thing that you can always count on and help. Whatever it is, just type one word, whatever you are interested in, try and learn something from it, and then you put it on your CV. It is not a white lie. It is something that you acquired in your head knowledge. So I had no idea. I used to work in McDonald's. I work in McDonald's all my life in the Philippines. I came here, I wanted to be a nanny or, I'm just that. But I had the passion to read and I had the passion to acquire knowledge as well. So and then, of course, at that time we don't have an internet. I just, whatever spare time I have, I go to the computer shop, I go to Google, and then I try to, to look for some words and then try to learn something out in it. And lo and behold, supply chain and logistics is one of the not high demand, but high acquiring salary package that you will get. That's why I am encouraging each and every one of you to look for it. Secretarial job, if you don't have, it doesn't matter, to be perfectly honest, if you don't have an experience. Just try and Google it, try and learn something from it, and make use of it. Hallelujah. Okay. So, just know my face. I just wanted to give you some insight of how are you going to prepare your CV. This is actually made for me by Sister Taris. So just plain and simple, you just put your name, whatever you think is your role, yeah, in current role in your current company, or if you don't have, you can be able to put like role whatever you think you are best into it. So this is my CV. So I put my current or previous company name, and then below that, on the left side, you will be able to see my personal background, my academic background, and then on the right side, you will be able to see what are my qualifications and experiences in the job that I had, and then, yeah, so experience and qualification, so software and hardware skills. It's not very, only the first slide. The second slide is actually almost the same. So these are the simple way of how you can be able to prepare a CV. If you don't know yet, we can assist you. Sister Taris can assist you. Sister Rhea can assist you. Just get the numbers, and then we can be able to provide you some insight of how are you going to prepare your CV. But this is just very basic, and also just to make sure that at least you have internet at home, so that it's quite vital. But summer is already over. If you can, please go out. That's one of the best things that you can be able to do. And wake up early, because when you wake up early, do your chores first, find your job, and do things actually right after. Then everything will work out for you, because without movement, I don't think there is something there for you. Without you moving one small step, yeah, at a time, per day, then there's always hope.
Yeah, we can also, if anyone is interested or are interested, just let me know. We can have a little more session as well in terms of supply chain and logistics in specific. I'll be very happy to help you here.
And one more important thing on the very important. It is against the labor law in the UAE for recruitment agencies and companies to charge job candidates and employees any fees for any part of the recruitment process or residence visa or work permit application. Many still try, and that should set up a warning bells already for every one of us regarding the nature of the employer. Within the UAE, they can be reported to the UAE Ministry of Labor, who may or may not do anything about it. Either way, job applicants are likely to be better off moving on to another recruitment agent and or employer who respects the law. Michael Page, HighRight, Upwork, those legit sites, they are paid by the employer. So they will saturate the application forms, they will interview, and then the employer will pay them, not the employee. So that is quite very important.
Thank you. If you have any questions, just let us know.